Hey everyone, Kat here, your favorite ginger bibliophile. I don't know if y'all can see it, but we got a big girl sniffing around. Mostly just looking to see if, I still have some snacks. But all I got's my water. And of course, my book. And, the lighting in here is terrible. I tried to change it, but the bulbs instead wanted to break rather than actually come loose. And then she busted the door open to get in here. So that's what's up. Hopefully y'all are doing well. Hi, Elaine. How are you? Just close this so we're not talking to the hall if, the other one comes through. Yeah. Hi, how are you? How's everyone doing tonight? Oh, we got 3 folks. I've never been this popular before. Great, got to this. Ooh. Let's see here. So I see a haul video in your future, Elaine. How many did you get this time? Beezer, if you don't get away from those plants, I will throw a piece of paper at you. And he's such a scaredy cat, that's about all it would take. Yeah. Told you I'd flick one at you. 21 for only $38. Nice. Can't beat that. I bet there was even some hardbacks mixed in. It's cold in here. I should have got my little heater. I'm warm except for my fingers. It's okay because I got my sweater. I'm the psychotic physics girl everyone warned you about. And as a redhead, I put the hot and psychotic. Volcano green, lava orange. I am not sure what that means, but I do like volcanoes. They are freaking awesome because they make lava. I've got a fluffy kitty under my feet, plotting. But he won't hop up here where he's easy to see. Edgar Cayce, ghost stories, and several mythologies about Greece. Nice. And because we can, we're just going to put those up for if anyone pops up in the replay, they're like, what is this crazy chick talking about? Drive by kitty. Yeah, I'll get your tail. I really need to put stuff up on my walls. I had a plan for that one. And then, well, I changed my mind and I don't like the theme of the stuff that I had for it. So we're going to have to find something because the blank walls is making me crazy. And I don't need help being crazy. I'm already psycho. Tree is being a creep over there. Because it's what he does. He's a big old creepzilla. Coasting on his fluffiness. Edgar Cayce, he's the, Atlantis guy, isn't he? Or am I thinking of someone else? I think he was, if I remember right, he was like this well-respected doctor, and then he was like, oh yeah, Atlantis is real, and this little man is all nicely tucked in. We had a nice like 3-hour nap here. He was like, I'm just gonna lay on your hip and you can pet me till you fall asleep. And then he just stayed there, like, oh, you're awake now, Mama. Okay, now I'll go on to guarding. And then he was like, wait, it's after dark here. Tuck me in again. So he's on the couch being all tuckied into the big, huge blankies. Psychic did a lot of trance diagnosis. Yes, also talked about Atlantis. Nice. Y'all listen to Mood. I don't have a bookcase yet. So many books have been neatly placed in a drawer. Great. Oh, did the bookcase like get destroyed in the move, or have you just not had time to put it up? Because you gotta have the books displayed so you can figure out which ones you want. That's why I lose all my ebooks. Yeah, there's like 50 screens, and after about 5, I've forgotten what I've looked at, and like, I have to pick something on this page. This is something like, I'm really in the mood to read this, and I know I've got it, and I'll straight up search for that one. I haven't had time to move it into the new house. Nice. At least it's still in good shape, so you can do it. It's the weekend. If your parents don't have you doing other stuff. Are you trying to figure out where the smell's coming from? I've got a plug-in, silly boy. I have bookcases, but still some on the floor. Mm-hmm. I know how that one goes at pull. I used to. You shop way more than I do. I don't get the good deals. I gotta go over an hour away. So I might be safe. Because I haven't been into the city since the book call before last, which was like sometime over the summer. Because my last book haul was from the local library. And even that was what, September? I just need to reorganize the, bottom 3 shelves, and I've got tons of room. If the library had been open today when I dropped off my books, we would now have Fourth Wing and a couple Lovecraft to read. Oh, that's rude. Hopefully they'll be nice and be open like tomorrow. Man, I gotta go. Well, thank you for stopping in. Like, Fourth Wing was so freaking good. I don't know if it's just because like I'm not a romance girly or if where my head is at. But yeah, I got mad with Iron Flame. I'm like, can they just like bang and move on, or can we like figure out how to just and give their powers and their dragons to somebody else? Because yeah, they're getting on my freaking nerves with their I love you so much, but we're fighting, but I'm so in love with you. Get over it. It doesn't exist. Hopefully you have a good evening too and are able to get your bookcase up. Do they just have like really crappy hours at your library, or what's up with that, Elaine? I really need to finish my little sewing thing. Then I could put it in that blank spot that I'm seeing in my wall. It's making me crazy in the back. So I'll have something up there in like a year. Oh, bang and move on. Feels like a guarantee. We need more people to make it a Dave and Gareth one. That way we can have just like a whole long thing of I can't keep up and you're all perverts. Jenny, get your butt in here. I need some fellow dirty folks. But I mean, she's like, I want to climb him and I want to stab him, but maybe I want to climb him while I stab him. And oh my God, we're so in love. That prick did what? Just get your crap together, bang, and move on. Like, they're only good for one thing, because he doesn't really have any clothes worth stealing, and they don't have doggies. So, what's even the point? You can't, I don't think they even have doggies in the world, so she can't even take them to the shelter and trade them in. So use them and be done. Library good, but snow squall warnings, so not open until 1 p.m. We were there at 11 after shuffling. That's rude. But at least there was like potential, snow. It didn't, like, literally the high yesterday was 30. And that was only because the temperature was still dropping, and that's what it was at midnight. And then it was 15 when I got up today. If you're going to freeze me to death, I want to throw a snowball at, Franny. And Lil Man, because he's trying to act like it's not cold and yelled at the fluffy kitty outside. It is freezing. Literally. Quit being a bully. Someone thinks they're sneaky. He really thinks he's sneaky with that. You ain't anywhere close to sneaky, Beezer. He's just up to no dang good. Just exploring the library. So, which one are you going to be starting tonight? Or do you still have some that you're finishing up? Your jaw will drop when you see my yard tour. About 2 feet of snow up to my waist in my backyard in some places. Nice! Yeah, we might even lose Franny in that. She's only like a little above the knee. Until she stands up to punch me right in the chest and forces me to wear a bra in my own home. That's absolute abuse. Not only did she wake me up multiple times and then like refuse to just like, all right, you woke me up, go back to bed, or you can either come to the living room, the library, or the bedroom, but pick one and stay there. But no. She's abusive. Reading the 5 Victims of Jack the Ripper. Nice. That really makes me want to watch From Hell. That was a good Jack the Ripper. Nice and gory, Johnny Deppy. He's never done it for me, but he is a good actor. I haven't watched that one in a while. That or Sleepy Hollow. Those were both dark and good, and Sleepy Hollow was way better than the book it was based on. I wouldn't shovel anyway. That's what the other human is for. If I'm going to pay everything, he's going to be of use. He does the outside stuff. I'm a ginger. I don't do outside. I could, sunburn from the light reflecting off the snow. I just go out and play in it, and then my hands get all ice cubey, and I come back in and have some tea, or, if my blood sugar's low enough, I have hot chocolate. Snow is for playing in. You could do some. I love shoveling, but last few days just crazy. Yeah, I don't think I will ever love having to hop on the shovel and wiggle it around trying to do anything. Though it's usually not snow. It's I need a hole for this plant that I got on clearance that hopefully will survive. Are you sitting here plotting and nuzzling the outlet? I think he's losing his mind again. He's like, I swear there's something there. Or he's trying to convince me. Like, Pandora was good at there's something there. JB, not very believable. He just looks like he's crazy. Come here. Don't give me indignant face. JB's like, shut up talking to me, stupid human. Lily has been visiting in the back room, but heads back outside. Wish she would stay. Yeah, like, I would make a little outdoor home for some and try to lure them in, but something tells me that ain't gonna work, except for maybe with Nala, and I'm pretty sure she belongs to the folks across the street. I don't know why she's out all the time, but I'm pretty sure she's theirs. That fluffy one I don't know about. It's never let me pet it, so I don't even know if it's, yeah, if it's got a home, a boy, a girl, what. But it is fluffy and kind of, well, not orange, but kind of some blondie, somewhere in the middle with its fluffiness. I don't know how the cats are like, there's 2 feet of snow on the ground. It's clearly warm. Jack was not a fan. Like, it snowed, and he was like, I want to go out. Put a paw, and then was like, I still want to go out, but I'm going to run, like, right along the house where the snow doesn't stick, because I don't like this. And the dummy went out when it was freezing, but no snow, and got lost. She's 9, Panther's grandma. So she's old enough to know better. She's being a feisty grandma. When you can't make me come in, I'm going to go wilding out. One of those grandmas that are hilarious, so long as they're not yours. Panther's just going, Grandma, you're so embarrassing. Quit trying to go to the kitty club. Trying to find her a little kitty boyfriend. I know you weren't thinking about climbing those curtains. I will get your crazy butt. And you'll get stuck because you're not smart enough to get back down. Yeah, I said it. I've met you. You're not very smart. You're coasting on your good looks. Just like your mama. He was staring at the curtains and then looked at me with just the craziest face. Our kids don't go outside. They look, but no interest. All have street creds, and no, indoors is better. Yeah, you'd think Jack would have been that smart since I literally, like, carried him in, or, tried to, and then he was like, all right, let me down. I'm just going to follow you. Which house is ours? Because I'm pretty sure he was living in a tree for, like, a year. And then he still liked to go outside. I'm like, you dummy. But usually he was good about coming back till he's like, oh yeah, I've been spoiled indoor kitty too long. I got lost. But he... And then you got this, bottle-fed butt that thinks he wants to go outside. Anytime we're all out there, he goes in the window or looks out the window on the kitchen door and yells at us like, you're going to get lost and beat up by the bunnies and the squirrel and the dogs on either side when you try to go under the fence. You ain't allowed out. Just because you can take out your mama and your brother doesn't eat you, he doesn't realize that they both let him. He's looking so mean over there. Beezer. Remember that I'm listening but ignoring you, ear. He was giving me super face a second ago. Once Panther and Shadow moved indoors, could see their family but never tried to go back outside. They're like, smart. They're like, I like my family, but not that much. If they ain't smart enough to come in, they're too stupid to be worth my time. I'm gonna stay in where it's good. Sometimes you just gotta cut family off and just watch because, they just ain't that smart. Like the ones that stay outside when it's freezing cold, when there's an option to come in. Or this butthead that keeps wanting to go outside. Huh. The good thing about the cold, little man has quit being a butthead. He's like, all right, I'm out. We're just doing a quick run and we'll go to the bathroom. I ain't staying out to talk junk and try to find something to chase in this weather. Let me in. Except for when he wants to be a butt and eat grass and then make himself sick. Franny's freaking loving it. She's like, I'd sit out on the porch if you'd let me. And she's not even a husky. She's just some kind of stray fluff. But not nearly husky level. Hey, y'all. What's everyone reading tonight? Everyone's staying warm. Despite it, yeah, kind of being winter, depending on the day. Alan, how are you? Oh, yeah. Arizona is not known for toastiness in the winter. Got a friend out in Phoenix that just goes, it's below 80. Have y'all got any snow there yet? Good. Going to see waiting for... Oh, awesome. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Why did I want to say that was an air? Oh, because I know. No, my mind is just gone. I'm putting everybody in all kinds of random places. I gotta start making charts. It's like, this is where they visited, this is where they are. I'm like, I swear he mentioned something about being in Arizona at some point. That's why I'm like, I want to put him there because he's been there. Oof, I finally got warm. Go down to one shirt. This is when, it's the Dave and Olive stream of, oh my god, who's stripping on air? Grad school. Okay. I could have sworn, but yeah, I'm not totally like senile yet. Woohoo! Only slightly bonkers. I have a chart for time zones and need one for names now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, time zones are only for people that I call. So I don't bother with that because, yeah, I don't really call anyone anymore. Just finished Slaughterhouse 5. Nice. What are you going to be picking up instead? I'm going crazy and trying to finish a fantasy. That has been on the TBR since like the start of the year. I'm going to finish this trilogy if it kills me, which it might. Been drawing a lot. Some for money, some for presents. Oh, that's awesome. Hopefully you get lots of money, and I'm sure everyone will love the presents. Yeah, I've seen some of your work, and it's really good. I think part of it is the print. And they did like really high quality thick paper, because as chunkster as this is, it's not even quite 600 pages. But but it has nice sized print. But it's also fantasy, and I'm very, very slow at fantasy. I've made it a whopping, 62 pages in. And I started this at, about 1 o'clock when Franny woke me up and I couldn't fall back asleep. Turned into a very slow reader this week. Like, I have a Alice in Wonderland retelling that I downloaded on my phone 2 days ago. It's a children's one. The main character is only 10 years old. I haven't even made it 10 pages in. I hate small print. I read Northwoods in large print. This is like, well, I wouldn't call it small, but slightly larger than average. Like, I've had some books from like, that is, how you gonna do a big old page and the print is that flippin' tiny and it's still that thick of a book? But I'd say this is like one font size larger than normal. This is that really thick paper that makes it seem very intimidating. And that it's fantasy. Now, if this was a Rollins novel, I could finish it in 3 days and understand it all, no problems. Well, on a second read through. His first reads usually take me about a week. This will probably take me 2. Beezer, I will throw my sweatshirt at you if you don't leave that alone. I warned you. He is the plant destroyer. And I had to bring some plants in for the winter because I didn't get them in the ground and they will completely die. But they're meant to be outdoor plants, so I know their doggy's safe. I have not checked the kitty warnings. So stay away from them. It was too cold to leave them in the garage with their grow lights. I was really hoping I'd get some blooms if I brought them in and put them under the grow lights, but so far they're just struggling all to stay alive. Are you in Georgia? No, I'm from there, but nah, not anymore. I haven't been back since 2016. Yeah. It's all good. I knew what you meant. Now I'm just surrounded in the Midwest. Hi, William. How are you? Large print is a great treat. I love stretching out my arm and still not lose my place on the page. I wish I could say that, but as blind as I am, even with large print, I'd still be like, eh. But this is my dominant eye. But I need new glasses. I can see better with this eye closed. I lived in Moultrie, Georgia for a while. Yeah. 20 miles north of Tallahassee. Oh, nice. I never made it out there. I've mostly stayed like around Atlanta or just about 45 minutes outside of Savannah. Yeah. We'd occasionally go other places because I left. Pretty much I was 21. I moved out to California for a few years. But my mom was one of those, we didn't go more than 15 minutes from the house unless she was really ticked and trying to drive until she was done plotting. It can be trusted. So we pretty much we would stay close to the house, and then we went all the way to like Buford, which was like 3 hours away because mom was really mad. Love the Peeps food, but I was a Buddhist in the Bible Belt. Yeah, I know how that one goes. I was the not religious one in the ghetto. So that was like, you wear black and you listen to rock music? Do you eat babies for breakfast? No. Well, that's a new one. He's never gotten on furniture. JB might be a little weird tonight. So, what are you reading tonight, William? And is it another large print? Or are you hoping to get it into large print? There's Bibles in the banks, doctor's office, gas station, selling I Heart Jesus, caps, t-shirts. Mm-hmm. They really are in the doctor's office. I'm like, wait, you're getting paid to help me, but your religion says you can't help me. Then what the heck are you doing in the doctor's office? Take that to church. Get out of the hospitals. Like the one around here is a very religious hospital. Like, oh, well, the only thing we can do is give you this pill that might kill you. So you're going to have to come to the hospital every month for an emergency surgery and pray it doesn't kill you, or, that you don't die on the streets, because it's going to be so expensive because we refuse to help. Yeah, y'all can take that to church and pray to fix me and get the heck out. Can we get a real doctor? But you ain't getting my money. It's not large print, sadly. Still reading Black House, but we'll put it on hold. Not DNF when another book arrives in the mail. Ooh, what are you expecting in the mail? Love when you got one just that you're super excited about. Like, it's gonna be here. I'm gonna drop everything and read it the second it arrives. I just pre-ordered one of those, but I have to wait till February. I went to a Black Baptist church a couple times to hear the choir. Wild. Nice. I had a friend drag me to church with her a couple times, and now it's become a running joke. I'm like, if you ever see me in a church and it's not for somebody's wedding or funeral, come save me. I have clearly been kidnapped and am under duress. She thinks I'm kidding. I'm getting a few books in the mail. A couple Tom Robbins I haven't read in decades. A Dan Simmons novel. Nice. My library is still being mean about Tom Robbins. They're like, we know this guy exists, but we're not going to have any of his stuff. I'm trying to be good and not buy anything. I already spent too much and have a credit card through the roof to pay off on the 16th. And they're not giving me the money at work to do that. Not with, 3 days a week. Which book are you waiting on, William? Pentecostal churches make me extremely uncomfortable, especially with the fall to the... Oh. Can't say I've been in one of those. I was raised Southern Methodist. Got free ones from thrift books. I'll buy you to bug perfume to buddy read next year. How'd you score free ones? That's awesome. I definitely need to start doing some buddy reads. I tried to do one with it, but that didn't go very well. Then I'm just focusing on trying to read all the books that I thought I had read and realized I had it when I was reorganizing my library and went, there was 39 on here that I haven't read, on top of the other 87. I've not decided which book to buy from the online seller yet. Nice. I'm still gotta figure out how to do like the Amazon wish listing where it like hides your address. Because I know that I've heard that there's a way to do that. So I'm like, hey, if somebody really wants to, but then it's still not like out there. You get free 7 and under after you buy so many. Oh, that's awesome. That's was it second sale is usually they'll do that and it'll be buy 3, get the 4th one free for under 5. But I'm trying to be good. I will say, like, Thrift Books has a better, like, a wider selection, but they're so much more expensive. And the books I find, they're usually not in as good of condition. Remember Vampire Chronicles next year? I'm going to have so much craziness going. But it is definitely time to reread some Vampire Chronicles. I've got the first 6. And then there's a lump in my blankie. There it is. You can tell the cats used to use this blanket. Every time I touch them, like, there's some gray hair stuck into it. What is it I have to rebuy is I've got through Blood and Gold, which I think is 7. I need to get Merrick and Blackwood Farms. And I used to have both of them. And then yeah, I'm gonna go with those are some of the ones that got like destroyed when I was moving. From Georgia, actually, so several moves ago. But they were also my least favorite because they were the witches ones that are just I couldn't get into her witches very much. I'm leaning towards Paris in the 20th Century by Jules Verne. His book published more than a century after he wrote it. Really? That's really cool. I've never even actually heard of that one. I always think of Journey to the Center of the Earth when I think of him. I know he's done a couple others, but that is a brand new one to me. And crazy how late it took him to publish it. Talk about posthumous. I think, shall we hop on to our first sprint? Say we'll give it about a half hour and then see how far everyone gets in their books. Hopefully they'll all be really good. Not far enough into this one to decide yet, but it's the 3rd book in the series, so I'm kind of, I'm gonna read it anyway. I love Anne Rice. Read all her old stuff, Mayfair Witches included. Oh, that is so freaking cool. Yeah, her old stuff was good. And then she went all, well, to a point, she started kind of going off the rails with the whole Marius and others bit. And then went all religious and just was not the same. But she's the whole reason that I want to go to New Orleans. Published in 1994 in French, then 1996 in English. Found by his estate in a safe, written in 1863. Oh, that is so cool. I'm gonna go play guitar downstairs. Awesome. And all Jade. She did. Not that it lasted very long. New Orleans is great. That is, I think that's where I'm gonna try to go for Halloween yeah, next year. See if I can make it to the French Quarter. That'd be my bump it all. I deserve a trip for not going to jail. And humans tempt me towards jail sometimes. Girl from high school blues harps. I keep telling myself that kept me behaving this year. I was gonna go to Salem and then it didn't happen. But if I let the anger out, I definitely won't go. So I'm gonna tell myself I'm going to New Orleans next year. In the meantime, I'm gonna read some pages and escape the real world. Reality sucks. Excuse me. Yes, you piece. JB, you don't get away from them plants, I'm gonna get you. Yeah, you need to go out and get your mama. Hmm. Do you need to go get your mama? Mm. There you go, Beezer. Good boy. All right. So how's everybody's books doing? Oh, bye, Elaine. Hi, Ven. You bring in the chaos. Woo! How's my gremlin doing? I got 14 more pages in here. I'd say some reveals, but just a slight bit of petty revenge unplanned. I have read nothing since December started. Just spent 2 hours recording and researching. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes the brain says, no reading. So what were you researching? Oh, Ven, you and your pretty covers. Yeah, it's the final book in the trilogy, Lightbringer, which apparently is a popular title because folks keep mentioning it, but they're not talking about this book. But you'd like it. Those are the other two books, Furyborn and Kingsbane. They are kind of pretty. If I ever finish this one, I'll have to actually find a copy of Furyborn because I found that one on Kindle Unlimited a couple years ago, but I don't actually own that one. I'm doing a video about the worst case scenario for publishing and authors. Well, that sounds kind of dark. That's not a happy video. Sadly, a necessary one, but not very happy. Managed to keep it under 30 minutes, so now I just need to edit. Nice. I bet there's a bit of a rant in there. Because we all love a good rant. It was that or booktube burnout. That will be January. Yeah, the burnout definitely happens. Like, I've been planning a series of 3 videos for months. I haven't even finished making the lists to start the first one of them. I was very good. I barely screamed about AI. Yeah, AI is wow. Like, has nobody seen Terminator? Because this is how we end up with freaking Terminator. And that did not go well for several movies. Come on now. Apparently, we're a bunch of idiots that can't learn that we're idiots. And then again, I work with a guy who's like, look at this song that I just made. No, you gave, an AI simulator some prompts. You didn't make a dang thing. That reminds me, I need to find T101 pics. T101. I don't know what that is, but good luck. Terminator model was originally a T101. I'm very geeky. I remember the movies. I don't remember what they were. They were just Terminators. You had the Mercury one, and then, the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. And later on, we had the hot guy that was in all the movies for a while from Avatar. Which I will admit, I only watched that later Terminator because I was like, ooh, he's in it. And he was cute. Because I am very shameless. Sometimes I just watch movies for the eye candy. I know a few people who are using AI for video thumbnails at the moment. I disapprove. Yeah, getting the AI to work, like cheating is too much work. I just take a picture and go, here's another picture on top of it. Oh, I wouldn't call it recent, more like early 2010-ishes. I think they're still making some, but yeah, I definitely have not watched those. I think it was I can't remember the name of it. I think it was that fourth one. That's recent. Yeah, 14, 15 years old. That is not recent. You're just bad at moving then. The last one I saw was Terminator 3 with the woman bad machine. Yeah, I think it was the one after that was the one that I saw. I didn't like that one. I saw bits and pieces and was like, not really doing it for me. I don't even know what number they're on anymore. It's not my fault. Time moves too fast. Yes, The Lion King was still 10 years ago. Dang it. I don't care if it came out in the 90s. It was 10 years ago. It's my story and I'm sticking to it. 30 years ago was the 70s. That will always be true. Yeah. I swear, I need to get like a little screen to have on the wall so I can like accidentally be playing Lion King in the back. But that's far too much money to spend to get you to watch the movie. TVs ain't cheap. Are they moving you into your new role since your interview? That's what Discord is for. Yeah, but I don't have Discord. You need to get like Noah needs to start running Lion King on Discord and be like, ha, you are going to accidentally watch it. We'll just accidentally sneak in a scene every week. Like, haha, he had to watch this song. Oh, Velocipastor. Yeah, that's probably exactly as terrible as it sounds. Which means with the right people and in the right mindset, really good. But otherwise, absolute trash. And I'm in a very mean kind of mindset. I do like, dinosaurs. Hmm. I'm waiting on the contract right now. It will likely start January 1st, depending on HR cutoff dates. Oh, HR. They're no fun. You need to get it together. I was trying to tell you, not to fight your boss or make dirty jokes, which is pretty much the only way to get through work is, music and jokes that would all get us in trouble if we weren't all involved in them. Like, nobody can rat anyone out because they're all guilty. That's how we make it through the day. But HR isn't allowed on our side of, the business. You gotta stay on the other side of the road where, they kind of behave, or at least you can't hear them. I asked him if he had in fact done anything useful this week when I went in yesterday. You're not supposed to say that part out loud. That's just what you think of everyone in the office. And then cackle when they have to come out on the floor and go, oh crap. We need the help from our minions. Whereas I just sat there and gave mine, murder face last week till he was like, all right, we're gonna have to make some changes. She might do something. Spread this around a little bit because I was just the whole time I was in the office. Apparently, they eventually figure out what that means. You didn't come out of the office, that was. Ours only come out on occasion. It's more of like, you're just gonna mess everything up. Just at this point, it's like, you know what? We used to want your help. Now just shoo. It goes better. Shoo. He seemed surprised when I asked him if he had seen the state of the place. Oh, I love it. What the heck did y'all do that, he needed to see how things were? Did you have somebody just run through knocking everything off the shelves and breaking the pasta bottles? I was just trying to make spaghetti on the floor, but I forgot garlic. I didn't. I walked in and decided violence was not the answer. Oh, it's always the answer, but only if you can get away with it. I'm done with the nice. I'm like, karma's taken a really long time, but we're gonna have to pretend we believe in it for now. And then again, that's why I read. Though so far, they're taking too long to, off the bad ones. I don't know what. I'm going to need a good palate cleanser after this. The other one that I started is definitely not it. That one, I can already tell, is going to end up in the unhaul. This one, we'll see. I'm liking that the angels are the bad guys. So now we need to completely obliterate the angels. Right now they're mostly locked up except for, the one, their leader. But he needs to go back in and be utterly destroyed. I have a short story collection to read called Happy Bunny and Other Mischief. Do y'all have Happy Bunny in the UK? Or did that never make it over there? And then I have a book version of an 80s horror film to read. Oh, 80s horror. 80s movies in general. A couple made it through, but a lot were just, they did not hold up well with the graphics. There was a lot of cheese fest, which sometimes is good, but a lot of it was cheese fest. I don't think I have my Happy Bunny pajamas anymore. I used to have them. There was psycho, but cute. She's very different from cute, but psycho. So I think those could have gone either way. I might still have my high loser pajamas. I mean, we use the term happy bunny normally as a sarcastic descriptor for unhappy. Oh no, it was like a legit brand here. It was this little white bunny that had all kinds of like mean sayings. Like there was posters and shirts and all kinds of stuff. I remember I had some of it. Ugh. Ah. So yeah, that was Happy Bunny. Well, the coloring may have changed, but that one was really like cute but psycho. Things even out. Oh, that was good times. I looked it up. I don't think it made it. That was like the end of like high school, start of college for me. As soon as I saw Happy Bunny, I'm like, oh, did somebody like they made a book out of him? Oh my goodness. All the mean things. Apparently I wasn't supposed to be wearing that because I was supposed to be grown up and mature. But that ain't never gonna happen. I'm pushing 40 and it ain't gonna happen yet. Now I'm gonna have to really look in my closet. I think I still have that one tank top pajamas. The joys of not growing since I hit 10 years old. Hit puberty and just stopped as a child. I am past 40. Grown up is overrated. It really is. I'm just mini. Unless they make me mad and then read between the lines for my age. I'm grown up enough to, eat what I want. And unfortunately have to work. Like I don't if they're not gonna pay me to do pyrotechnics, then what's the point of being an adult? Like you have to be 18 for for pyro. So I'm doing a stupid job instead of pyro. So there's no point in being an adult. I'm just 3 years old. And they can just deal with that. They're breaking all the child labor laws. I don't care what my ID says. I'm 3. And the fact that I can't, fit extra small adult gloves without 2 pairs underneath is proof that I'm still a child. That's where I shop. But it does make for an interesting like music selection and video collection. Is Noah having any luck with the new doctor, or is he still dealing with all of that crap? My Spotify rap. Yeah, mine was thrown off by like playing the Harry Potter music in the background when I tried to do crafting streams. They're like, dude, you're part of like the 0.01% that listen to Harry Potter all the time. But also, your top song was only listened to 8 times. That's not really a top song if I only played it 8 times in a year. Oh, well, let me tell you. Oh, jeez. Did you have to go like all crazy ape on some doctor? Because they might have it. Police are involved now. Oh, that's horrible, but also, yeah, take down that freaking doctor. Go, Noah. Hopefully, the police will be useful for once. I don't know if y'all are of any use over there or not. They're kind of sketchy over here. Jeez. That's, mm. That's why I just take NyQuil, and if it doesn't fix it, at least if I do a good enough job, I will die in my sleep. Same result, but much cheaper. Like, I'm done with them. Hopefully, they can get something resolved. This has been going on for way too many months at this point. Plucking random hair bits from my blankie. And just fuzzy bits that came off my sweater. I keep looking down and seeing stuff on my blankie, and it's driving me nuts. But it's kind of warm. Alright. We're gonna try another sprint. Well, I sent him the form so he can change doctors, as he kept just not doing it. Noah! When doctors are stupid, you don't keep going to them. Going to send it to him every day until he's. Yeah, that's kind of what you have to do to some people. Like, I will bug you until you do what you need to do. Go stubborn butt. Oh, jeez. It's kind of what I was doing with my friend, going, hey, here's some houses for you to go look at because you're bad at this. Like, you got out of your apartment, and we're just like, all right, we're in staying in an Airbnb. Houses are expensive, but not as expensive as living in an Airbnb for a freaking year. Like, go freaking find something. Well, story 2 is called Sleeping Willow. We shall see how it goes. Good luck. I'm gonna hope an angel bites it, because it would just make me very happy. And then get up to some more shenanigans and chaos. Because let chaos reign. Or we'll beat him with the Whomping Willow. Chaos. Woo! So, how did everybody's sprint go? Did you get very far in whatever y'all were doing? Willow Swarm's okay. Now on one called Slug Sick. Well, quit eating the slugs and then you won't get so dang sick. Jeez. I'm slow. I only made like 15 pages. Finished one little chapter. I am not fast when it comes to fantasy. Or anything else these days. The brain is not in it. Our prince is moping because he screwed up and lost his wife and his throne all in one go. So the girl was like, "Get your butt out of bed." Just giving him crap and throwing water on him. And they're like, "Ha ha, woke you up and now you're flashing the princess." Kids use slugs to cause a car crash, but I think the car is alive. How the heck does a slug cause a car crash? I don't think anybody swerves to miss those. And you would need a crap ton to make the road slippery enough. They're just itty bitty. Or are they like monster slugs? Like in, Monsters versus Aliens or something. Because then, I would totally crash. Not that I would need much help with the crashing anyway, but it'd be more believable. Sentient cars. They're trying to have those. They're not going well. They're, Tesla. There's a few of them that were put together. I don't know how slugs work. I think slugs are just like snails that don't have, their shells anymore. So they're just tiny little slimy things that drag themselves around. But they're like, not much like bigger around than your average earthworm, at least none of the ones that I've ever come across. So you need a crap ton. Yeah, snails are rude. They're always, they want to eat your plants. So they are useful in fish tanks. I saw the entrances to the house anyway, so they can't squeeze in. Yeah, I think we had like, two ever out here. That's a waste of good salt that could be going on my chicken. And salt does not go in spirits. It's supposed to be a sugar rim. Not that I can have them either way anymore, but it's supposed to be a sugar rim on your margarita. Good strawberry one. I had salt on my margaritas when I went out last week. You did it wrong. It's supposed to be the yummy sugar rim. And if you're really good, you can get some like flavored, in there and be, put a little vanilla or something. I had a margarita cheesecake, which was nice. Ooh, I've never had one of those. That seems strange. But I have had an amaretto one. So I guess well, your classic cheesecake is usually, lime, which is your kind of your classic margarita. So yeah, actually that could kind of work. Because they probably just use like the mixer, not the actual, booziness that went into it. And the mixers are always sweet. You had a shot of the mix. Why would you do a shot of the mixer? You're supposed to do a shot of the stuff that, makes you go wee. Because that's about the only like use is I need the adult half of that so that I can be lazy enough and sleepy to get on, other people's hyper level. It was that is a weird thing to offer. Here's a shot of mixer. It's supposed to be a free shot of tequila. Like nobody said the UK was normal or indeed. Well, yeah, but I mean, you can't say that for here either. I mean, like these people are like determined to make me look sane, and I'm very offended, especially because it's their attempts to make me look sane is going to screw me over in multiple ways. I mean, it'll screw them over too, but not just them. Oh, jeez. Shot mixer. That's not gonna make everyone go crazy. It messed me up from all the sugar. It's got more sugar than the alcohol does. That's okay. Who knows? Maybe I'll do some this weekend and see what happens. Just woo, have some fun. So it's been. I don't remember the last time I've drank. I get the headache before the first shot's even in me, really. So defeats the purpose. I had to be sensible. I was getting the youngest from school afterwards. Yeah, that's probably a good idea to like, not get messed up beforehand. Hmm. But where were you at? It kind of makes me want to make a cheesecake. Like, screw it if I'm going to suffer anyway. Just steal somebody's booze to go in it. I have to pass the Trafford Centre to get there, which is the third largest mall in the UK and has many bars and food places. Ooh, biggest one in the whole UK. That's pretty big. Well, unless y'all just have a bunch of really tiny malls. So at this point, like malls are just they suck. You go there for the food court And then you do your shopping in like the surrounding, outlet malls that are always around it. It's nothing but US malls wouldn't make the top 20 over there. That's sad. And our malls aren't even that good anymore. You have like one decent one per state. So there is that Mall of America that's crazy and has a roller coaster in it, but it's not a real roller coaster. It's like on slightly better than the like state fair ones. All the ones here are only, one story. I'm not sure that even counts as a mall. I honestly can't think the last time I've been in one because pretty much the only reason to go is for the Bath and Body Works, but I can buy that online. And they have outlet stores. So I used to go to Penny's for clothes, but they don't have the brands that I like anymore. I was trying to explain the size of it to Bad and Delisa, and I literally went down to 21st to find a similar size. Oh, it's a poor little dinky mall. That's okay. Noah! Hey, how are you? Ooh, I had a ghost there. It's literally 20 minutes away from me. Now it's a proper one. I've got both the Chaos Gremlins. And y'all missed Elaine. She was here for the first hour. Hadn't seen y'all in a little bit. Everyone is still alive, so I'm counting that as good. I haven't gone full redhead. Only Murderface. Minnie, how dare? How was the other? You can be the medium gremlin, Noah. I'll be the mini. Because I think you got like 2 inches on me. I've been recording the dystopian publishing future video. I'm here. And not medicated enough, but that's okay. I do. I'll take them 2 inches. Oh God. My mind just went somewhere with that. Very fitting of last night's live stream. And the not being up to 21 is also great. No, why do you want 2 inches? Oh, was it not supposed to have gone that way? Oh no, 2 inches. That's when you just point, laugh, and go, I'll take care of it myself. You can go home. That ain't worth putting up with them. Does Ginny know you're trying to get a couple inches behind her back? What? What watching your streams. But don't worry, you're not alone, so am I. But Pringles are also gross. We'll have to be something else. Single gummy worms or something. Yeah, I am. That was made abundantly clear. Yeah, you can be a red gummy bear. I'll be the blue sour worm. I have doggies. That's the important part. So, it's been a few weeks. No, they're chips. Y'all just got it wrong, kind of like with the cookies versus biscuits. Woo! It's just a minor skirmish. We don't take kindly to edumacations around here. I need to start going through my cookbook and just like, so we're making this kind of cookie today. Much appreciated. Yeah, I was doing the StreamYard with Elaine the other week. That was my first time. Still don't have Voxer. And of course, same goes for you. I think I put my email up. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I know, Elaine has it now. So if y'all need that to pass around. I will poke Elaine for your email then. You give her the old poke. What will her husband think? We can have a StreamYard and chat at some point, and if you feel up to it, we could do a live. Here. Oh, that would be fun. I have many pictures of biscuits to send. So, lots of cookies. I can make cookies. I can't make biscuits. But I know how to buy them and cook them with some nice gravy. I have to use StreamYard. I pay for it, apparently. Wait, how did you end up with the paid one? My cheap butt is definitely on the free version. There will be some cookies, which are also biscuits. Phone typing sucks. I found a recipe for that weird gravy. Going to try and make it. It's if you do it right, it's really good. If you do it wrong, it's going to taste like the store bought stuff, and that is a crime against humanity. I'm on the free one after this month. Nice. Free for the win. Woohoo! I ain't paying for a service when it's not helping me get monetized. Yes, gravy is delicious. The only kind I can make is that white gravy and, the stuff from the turkey drippings for every year. Oh, yeah. don't need it if you make the mashed potatoes right, but it just tastes good. White, yep. Well, it's called gravy. I guess you could just call it like a white sauce. But here we call it's biscuits and gravy or like sausage gravy. Because you're supposed to put little bits of sausage in it. Like you make the white sauce and then you put sausage on it and then put it over your biscuit. And it's so good. I saw another English human from near here trying it in the US and said, other than it being the wrong color, it was good. Yeah. It's kind of like an Alfredo sauce base, but you use a different seasoning palette. Ooh, you gonna make him some dinner. After making sure that he switches to doctors that, don't need to be taken out. Along with the maple. See, I could never get into maple bacon donuts. Like, I love donuts, and I love like a good like maple or brown sugar bacon. But combined, it's just too sweet. It tastes gross. Like, I either want donuts or I want like bacon and like waffles or something. Y'all are getting all American, at least on your diet. We earn our pudge around here. I didn't know they were a thing until I think it was my first time in your stream. Mm-hmm. Oh, I love it. Hopefully they do something correct and soon. Bacon is amazing. Now, do you do proper bacon, or do y'all have like a lane bacon where it's actually just slices of ham? A very healthy diet, very balanced. Mm-hmm. You do not. How dare you not be diabetic like me, Vin? I mean, the Elaine bacon is good, but it's not real bacon. No, that is just. I love me some ham, but don't be calling it bacon just because you sliced it thin and circular. Mm-hmm. So y'all got that kind of bacon that they put on pizzas with pineapple, which is also just evil. Half because I hate pineapple, but also because get that off my pizza. We have lots of kinds of bread. On a dessert pizza, yes. Like they have fruit pizzas where it's basically a sugar cookie and like Cool Whip and fruit. That's okay. On like a tomato sauce cheese pizza, um, did you sample some things before ordering that pizza? I think have you had our brown bread, like the oh, not rye, pumpernickel. If you think our white bread is weird, you should try the pumpernickel. If you can get it good, oh, now that is a dessert. You just put a little butter on it when it's nice and warm. And, oh, it's sweet and delicious. But most places do it terrible. Yep, pumpernickel. It's like this. It's a brown bread. It's so good. But most places that you get it, it will be bitter, and they do it wrong. Like the only good places to get it are like steak places. I can attempt. Turducken. That is basically you get a turkey, stuff a duck inside that, and stuff a little chicken inside the duck, and then you cook that all together. I have never eaten it, but I've heard about it since I was little. Like, instead of doing like the, typical bread stuffing, which actually even that is kind of gross. It's like I do the dressing, but yeah. It's triple meat. Very American. I like turkey and I like chicken. I have never had duck. I just feed them bread. The first horror short I read was about a sentient and alive turducken. It was weird. And who wouldn't want triple meat? A sentient turducken? Oh god. That is horror. I wasn't even gonna go there until you said not to go there. Then, well, I mean, I guess there are 3 options, but you kind of got to get permission for 2. Actually, you got to get permission for all 3, but you're probably not going to get it for 2 of them. It's turkey season. I am looking forward to making Christmas dinner this year. Trying to get us back on the clean. I am squeezing through a fantasy that he's just whining because, him and his wife didn't work and they're not killing enough angels. But that might also just be me projecting. What have you got reading, or have you been feeling up to, trying to comprehend all the words on the page? It is, but it's only like 570 pages. But it's that really thick, high quality paper that makes it extra big. And it's a fantasy, so I'm slow on fantasies. I can read like a 15-page chapter in a half hour. I'm gonna need some nice murder or something soon. Like I was trying to read Iron Flame, and yeah, I need to do a review of that one. It's gonna be kind of mean. It really is, and I have like 4 J.D. Robb books, plus all those ones my coworker gave me that were all, murder mysteries. Plenty of ways to watch people die. And I did just finish one about a dentist getting taken out with Christmas lights. It was very festive. It made me so happy. Yeah. I'm overdue for some. Tim Charles needs to have his new ones out so the, rich guys can die at the end. It's look up Leslie Langtree and her especially her Mary Wrath series. There's usually one that's like 99 cents floating around as to get you hooked before the next one comes out. They're always murder, but they're like feel good murders. Yeah, what are you doing with all that bleach? So if there's not one on sale, the 3-book bundles are the way to go because they'll be like, $6 for 3, or normally it's, $5.99, like $4.99, $5.99 for 1. No, I can just type fast. That one's easy. Cleaning, huh? You can come do some cleaning for me. Oh, you're not. How much longer is that gonna last? Are you really gonna let Elaine beat you? She did just have a 21-book haul again. She's gonna end up having more books than you this year, and that's just gonna be a shame. He's trying to get. We're on to you, Vin. You're just trying to get around the whole book buying, trying to get other folks to do it for you. Sneaky, sneaky. It's fine. I have not bought books, just shelf ornaments. I think those are books that you just haven't read yet. I've got shelf ornaments. I don't think your shelf ornaments are the same as mine. I think they're books that don't fit. Though I cleaned a few of mine off. You should read them. But how many is on that TBR pile of shelf ornaments? These are just prettier ornaments. You and your pretty covers. Yeah, my Black Friday was. I bought someone some shirts. It's all good. Now I'm keeping an eye on books and movies. And I did just get I used all my credit card points and got myself an Amazon gift card. I bought some bits, but I got a couple of signed special editions of books I have actually read. Nice. See, I refuse to buy the signed ones. For me, it doesn't mean anything unless I was like there meeting the author when he signed it. Now it's just like, yay, I paid extra, but there's no memory attached to it. So the only signed books I have are from Christopher Moore. I want one from James Rollins, but he's evil. He's either in another state and doesn't, because he only usually goes to like 10 when he does his book tours. And he usually does one in the state I live in now, but it's always on a Tuesday at 7:00, somewhere 3 hours from where I live. I can't make it there and back, so I'd have to be using up my vacation, and we only get 8 days a year. I would have to like use one the day of to be able to get there on time, and then there ain't no way I'm going into work when I got back at 11, 12 o'clock at night. So that'd be a lot for a book signing. How are signed copies cheaper than a That is not fair. Have either of you seen the 80s horror Chopping Mall? Cannot say that I have. So you go to the mall and get chopped up till you're nice and skinny? Or do you send the unwanted ones to the mall and they get chopped? Okay, that's the arc read I have up next. But I have not seen the film it's based on. Well, yeah, it's you. You haven't even seen The Lion King. Of course, you haven't seen an 80s horror movie. I don't think it's a secret between us. We know you're film watching. Wait, you actually want to watch a movie? Who are you? You're not Ven. You're not the real Chaos Gremlin. It's all good. I just told Bad I have not seen The Greatest Showman, so I'm awaiting a reply of shock. I haven't seen that one either. The only musicals I like are Disney. When are we watching it? Watching it, not tonight. Yeah, it might be a bit late there. Like, I like Wizard of Oz, but I'm really not feeling the whole going to see Wicked. Though I might try to, take myself to go watch Red One. Chris Evans is pretty hot. And it looks kind of funny. I tried to read the book for Wicked, and I liked the premise, but when I tried it, it didn't do it for me. Though it has been a really long time. I was meant to take summer, but oh. Ooh, summer. I read the book too, but it was mind numbing in places. Well, that's disappointing. I'm watching Transformers 1 this weekend when it finally comes out. Ah, the middle child. Poor middle child. So, well, actually, in my family, the middle child got away with everything. And I got blamed preemptively for what they did. Transform. That's that cartoon one, isn't it? Or am I thinking of something else? They do like the proper Michael Bay blow stuff up Transformers. She's 15 and a nightmare from home. So she's nice revenge. Yeah, it's a cartoon one. It's finished its cinema run, so I can stream it Thursday-ish. Oh, the cartoon ones just don't do it for me. Like, I was all excited there was going to be a new Lord of the Rings. I'm like, it's a cartoon. Yeah, I'm not going to the theaters for Riders of Rohan when it's cartoon. I just don't feel like that's going to be proper, not after 6 Peter Jackson movies. Like, no, that ain't in the same league. So I'm still trying to get through Rings of Power. I watched the first season and then my mind was just like, it's been so long, I need to rewatch it, but I cannot focus to rewatch it to know what's going to be going on in season 2. I keep doing that with The Witcher too. I'm like, I want to watch it just because, Henry Cavill is, oh yeah. But yeah, even though I'm like, I'm just staring, but I have no idea what's going on. I'm just trying not to drool at every scene he's in. I grew up on the trauma of the original Transformers cartoon film where they unalive pretty much. I know those cartoons existed, and like my brothers had the toys, and there was like a weird thing where it was kind of like the robots from the Avatar, but I can't remember what they were. He was so, yeah, again, doesn't do it for me, but him, I need to watch season 2 onwards of The Witcher, not watch Rings of Power yet. Yeah, I'm not watching season 4. Liam doesn't do it for me as much. But there's nobody hot in Rings of Power. It's just interesting. I'm going for eye candy right now, so might just have to put on Marvel and stare at Thor. Like, take it off, woo! Not that he'll hear me through the screen, but woo! I kind of want to watch Wheel of Time season 2, but I have never started that one actually. Both are good for me. I'm gonna try and watch the 4th just to give it a chance, but it's not gonna be the same at all. Like, one of them actually cares about the source material, which is why they get pissed at him. And I've definitely never heard that of the other one. What aggravates me because of how much it deviates from the books. See, I've never read the books, so that kind of works because I can't know what they got wrong. Wouldn't bother me if they were good choices, but one was just stupid and unnecessary. They make a lot of those. Stupid heads. They could have hired me and like maybe done it right. I'd have figured it out. Go be crazy. Rereading the whole series next year is a buddy read with many people. Oh my geez. That is some dedication. So not only is it 15 books, but they're all chunksters, aren't they? Like maybe not Stephen King level chunksters, but still chunksters. Including Noah. The books are bigger than he is. Aww. I mean, the only really big series that I have is the still going Sigma Force series. But those are, generally about 400-ish pages. So not too bad. And he hasn't mentioned when book 19 is coming out yet. Rude. Get him, Noah. Okay, well, that's, not a Stephen King book, but that's like end of Harry Potter at least. But with much more pain in the butt to follow depth. That's evil. So there's 15 books. I would probably need like a year and a half to read those. At least. It would be all that I read. We are doing one book a month in theory. So a little over a year. Oh my goodness, that is some dedication. I think that's what me and Elaine are going to try to do next year with the Vampire Chronicles. I know Alan wanted to do a buddy read before I'm on his in February. And now I can't remember what book that was going to be that we were going to buddy read. Crap. We may take a couple breaks. I doubt everyone will make it to the end. Elaine is co-hosting it with me. Nice. But yeah, that's gonna be fun. I think the only one I've ever done was I did Dave and Gareth, but between work and everything, I'm like, yeah, that it ended up being kind of late and kind of weird. Like, hold on, I got my pretzels because I can't have cookies. But a lot of the stuff they were talking about, I'm like, that's over my generation. But we have fun. Had all the animals running in. So, last night's was chaos and it was hilarious. We turned it into just a Spam-a-lot pervy mess. Started challenging Gareth to try to keep up with the chat. You'll have to see what kind of chaos we can get up to. No, that's gonna bug me. I definitely have to go back and go, crap, which book did we say we were going to buddy read? Because I remember he mentioned one and it was one that I have. I feel like I'm turning into a senior citizen. I have nothing going on in my brain that will stick. No, I think it was a physical book. And I only have 1,083 ebooks. And like 600 something actual books. And I still need to read like 100 40 of them. Oh, well, good night, and hopefully you get to feeling better. We got to get you all straightened out and, get you a nice, happy ending to the year. Yeah, Jenny, like, she makes me feel better. Especially because somehow she has managed to buy hers. Can you share the wealth? Mine are all freebies, so I don't feel too bad. I think almost the only ones I've bought are the author that I mentioned, and then like James Rollins and Kim Harrison that I got on sale. So that way I'm not going, hey, I'm traveling somewhere and I have to pack 20 books because I don't know what I want. Like, I love this book. I will pay $1 for it. To have it with me always. Night, night, Noah. Thanks for stopping in. I'm going to bet Jenny ends up with 4,000 by the end of the year. She doesn't have to get too many more. But they haven't been sending me well, they send me an email every day, but there haven't been a lot of good options on it. So I've been pretty good about not building it up. I don't think I downloaded any the last 2 days. I would love to dig through hers and go, ooh, I want that one and that one and that one. Ooh, can you read that one and tell me if it's any good? That means there's got to be a good, selection. I am very curious. But I should stop being curious because that kills the kitties. And somebody's got to take through everyone. Got to take care of the babies. I need to go through my modest Kindle selection. Yeah, yours looks like what mine looked like, about a decade ago. Because, like, when I first got my Kindle, it had quite a bit on it anyway, because they used to make it really easy to find, like, the top 100 freebies. And if it had a cool title or cover, I downloaded it, because why not? It's free. And then they started making it, like, hard to find that list. And then I started finding some again. Like, oh, here, we'll send you these emails every day to go, here's all the 99-cent freebies in categories that you might like. Here's, like, an email of 10 of them. To be fair, I added most of them this year. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I get probably, like, 2 or 3 a week. Like, some days I'm like, ooh, like, half of this email is free and sounds good. And then I'm like, the next 4, I'm like, there's nothing in here I want even for free. But apparently I've read about 300 of them, so, that's good. Kindle Unlimited is what gets me. I'm like, I could read these books, but there's a Kindle Unlimited trial, so I'm going to read 12 a month off that and get my, make it worth it for if I had paid. Do comics count as books? Hey, there's words in it. I sure, but we'll go with it. I mean, they're called comic books and comics for short. I actually read one this year. It did not do well because trying to read it on this, but you know. Well, that's up to you. You make your own rules. I made mine up of I knew I was going to fail if it went past February because I need that James Rollins book on the 18th. So my cutoff was February. And if they give me a free trial, then it doesn't count. I can buy all the freebies I want. But I'm not adding any more holds to my Libby. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. That way you can, like, you know, have a chance at succeeding. It's the little things in life that make you feel like you've done something. I'm gonna go with, I'm trying to beat last year's. So I think I have to finish one book. What is my Goodreads? How many does it say I've read this year? Yep, I gotta finish one more book and I'll be tied with how many I read last year. It's like making a really low goal and like seeing how far I can blow it out of the water. I'm gonna think I'm gonna go with like 20 something for next year so I can really have some fun. I've never read as much as I have this year. Nice. Same. Though I don't know if that's page count or not. That will be interesting. Like, I read more books, but less pages. It's crazy. Like, yeah, back when I just had school or nothing, I was reading like 30 or, you know, a good year. I almost made 80. Now I'm like, yeah, I read over 100. But they were also easy. It's like somehow having a more stressful life has allowed me to read more. But I've also gone for a lot more like YA easy. My brain doesn't need to work. Because my brain does not work this year at all. My brain is just empty or dark. Or it goes empty and then it becomes dark. Though I'm channeling Jaleesa now because I have 2 physical books and 2 ebooks going on top of the, you know, weekly fairy tales. Like, usually I only have 1 of each. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. She still got me beat by far, but that's totally channeling. That I have no idea. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. But I got a chunkster, a romance. That's what I get for buying it, but it said vampires. I've got a children's book. I've been trying to read like a Alice in Wonderland one. It's easy. It's Alice's 10-year-old daughter's story. I can't make 10 pages in. My brain just keeps woo. I'm like, this was supposed to be my here, read this because Count of Monte Cristo is hard. And I thought I'd gotten the abridged version, and then I looked and went, I didn't get the abridged version. I have the 1,300 page version. That is going to be getting read over like a couple months. So I was like, I'll read a chapter and then I'll read something else. And I'll read a chapter and something else. I haven't finished a chapter of either. My brain just said, screw this. Nah, let's zone out or go in our heads. Yeah, I don't see Count of Monte Cristo making it this year. Maybe by February. Or he might tick me off like he did with Three Musketeers, and I'll be like, good thing that was a freebie Kindle book because it's getting DNF'd. We'll see. I read the first chapter and that's it. But I remember liking the movie and seeing it in theaters. Though I didn't realize Henry Cavill was in it. He looked like he's one of those. He's so much hotter now that he's older. He was too delicate when he was younger. Yeah, Three Musketeers made me angry. Like, the movie is so good. And in the book, our musketeers freaking suck. Like, supposedly it got better later, and there's more of like the Lady De Winter, who is the only decent character in that whole book. But I was like halfway, and she'd only gotten 2 pages. I might pick up the next Percy Jackson next now that I found them. Nice. I think I would have enjoyed that more if I had found it like when I found Harry Potter, so it had that nostalgia. But I'm like, it's not bad, but it's young and it feels young. Whereas Harry Potter, I'm like, oh, back when the biggest problem was parents are dumb. And do I want to do the blue lipstick or what? Now I have real world problems. Now it's not boys are stupid. Now it's boys and my manager are stupid. Yeah. I think that like it gets hyped up, but I have a feeling it's a lot of the folks who are like, yes, I grew up on this. It's like, yeah, I can't begrudge you going, this is the same thing, because it's like we all have to have our nostalgia that makes us happy. We're millennials, life sucks. Let us relive our childhood a little bit here and there. Pretend that it doesn't. We're escaping. I have that shirt. Never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. And then I go to my books. So there is still stupid people, but sometimes they die. How the heck did you read Wheel of Time before Harry Potter? Oh my goodness. I think you're supposed to do that like the other way around. Like you get into reading and fantasy with Harry Potter, and then you go off the deep end with Wheel of Time. Or I think Dune is another one that's crazy huge, isn't it? I heard, jeez. So you've just been fantasy crazy like from day one. I tried Lord of the Rings in like middle schoolish. I couldn't do it. The Hobbit, no problem, but straight up Lord of the Rings, I no can't do it. I cannot focus on them. They're here. What's going on? Oh, now that I've seen all the movies a bunch of times, I can kind of like picture and go, oh, this character's here, who's relevant to like over here. Like when you get too many groups and locations, my brain just breaks and goes, I don't know who is where doing what, and stop giving people similar names. I'm just looking that Sauron and Saruman are both bad guys. Because otherwise, we'd be having some trouble with me getting them mixed up if one of them was good. Because I still, all these years later, I still get those two confused of which one is head bad guy. Not Red Dunes. You'll get to it eventually. You've only got 350. That's a baby Kindle. Yeah, I started with D&D and Star Wars novels and then fell into big fantasy very hard. I think I tried to read like Sarah Douglas when I was younger and then like fell off, and then I got into Harry Potter, and then I've slowly and that and Christopher Moore, and now I have a reading addiction. So I like World of Warcraft, which is like based on D&D, I think. I don't play it anymore because, I'd have to pay for the subscription, and screw that. I'm not paying monthly to play a game, but. Oh, that has. And then there was Neverwinter, but they kept updating that game to where it sucks now. Before it was online. It's a Blizzard game. It was always online, wasn't it? Like, how else do you play WoW? What? Jeez, that is ancient. I remember playing that when I was, again, I think it was like middle schoolish. Like 10, 12-ish, I think. Might have been like early high school-y. I don't know. I remember my brother got into it because he had a crush on a girl he worked with that was into it. And I was like, oh, that looks fun. But then I left home and he wasn't paying for it, so I wasn't paying for it. I don't do multiplayer online games. No, I can attest that I don't play well with others. You don't have to like play with others. You can always do them solo. You just can't do the dungeons. Then you're screwed. But you can do all like the side quests. Like, I actually made friends with folks. Like, I got to where I joined a guild, and there was, me and two other folks that literally, we just went on just to chat with each other. And me and Gwen would just start talking about Kim Harrison and random, like, urban fantasy books. It's like, yeah, this game sucks now, but you're in the Netherlands, so we ain't exactly calling each other. So we'd just be on there just chatting for like an hour, not actually playing. Just hanging out in the guild house talking. You had to walk away from. Oh, wow. Did you break his character? Oh, the programmers broke mine. I'm like, all right, I was like at top tier, and now I'm getting one shotted from this like entry level, like starter land because y'all respect everything. Bastards. Like, y'all didn't respect that to where it worked. Like, we made these 4 new stats and we changed how important that was. Like, you were evil. That's your buddy and you murdered him and killed the game. That's just rude. You're supposed to do that to your enemies, not your real life friends. You chaos gremlin. You're trying to hide some red under that hair. Did you at least remember to resurrect him after you murdered him? Look, I get healed by poison. It's not my fault. He chose to be normal. What the heck? I did resurrect him once I found a scroll. It gave him time to calm down a bit. Oh, Ven. What the heck were you that you get healed by poison? I was playing an undead. I don't remember those being in WoW. In Diablo, yes. But I think there's a character that you can, like, the poisoning and whatnot cures him in Diablo 3, but it was maybe the Necromancer or the Witch Doctor. But I was always a demon hunter. And then WoW, I was like a orc mage, but I don't remember the rules to it anymore. The character has a magic mask he made by ripping the faces off one member of her. Oh, Ven. Your characters are so mean. That does sound kind of badass. But, ooh, yeah, I gotta go feed the pups. And I'm gonna medicate myself and hopefully sleep. But thank you so much for coming in. Yeah, oh, yeah, it's like 2:00 for you. Yeah, it has been fun. Don't kill any more of Noah's characters. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm redhead. Can't nothing keep me down for long. It just gives me more angry power. Have a good night and keep an eye on Noah for me. Bye, everyone.